And we're away at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium. We have Sabalero in their red pennies today, LGQV in black. Graham Naismith with you on the commentary. This is the Premiership de Montreal, and we have a good one in store for us today. And here is LGQV moving from right to left on your screen and attacking down the right side. And that one is out of play. So LGQV, as we said, in black. An older team, but a veteran team here against kind of the newcomers, the new kids on the scene here in the Premiership de Montreal. Sabalero, who have been showing a lot of promise in the early goings of this season. One of two pretty young teams in this league, made up primarily of students, and they've shown that they've got a lot of really quality technical ability within their squad. LGQV, meanwhile, as we said, are kind of the veteran team in the league. They've been together for quite some time, so they have the chemistry and the teamwork amongst them, but they've been struggling as of late. They've been in the matches. It's been close on the scoreboard, but they've just had a lot of trouble generating chances, generating quality chances, and also keeping the ball out of the back of their net. But we'll see what they can do here against a very talented team in Sabalero. Sabalero, one thing, their defense likes to be involved in the attack. You'll see their center backs drop quite deep, always wanting the ball. If there's nothing in the midfield, they want it going back to them. Here we see them electing to go to the right back. That pass just misses the mark, and a smart play by that LGQV player, letting that one run. But yes, two trademarks of the Sabalero system that we can notice are those center backs really dropping deep to receive the ball when they can, and also a good press from Sabalero. They pick their spots, but they will press and they will create turnovers, which creates a lot of problems for teams trying to build from the back. And right here, they're trying to win possession back. They did momentarily, but it was a nice tackle stuck in to win the ball. LGQV through the middle, a nutmeg there. He kind of nutmegged back towards his own goal, but Sabalero have it now, but they've given it away. A couple of rather cheap turnovers early on. Now, a couple of players fly. The official has yet to use his whistle, and he's letting them play early on, letting the pace get established to this one. LGQV, known as a very disciplined team, probably if there was a fair play award, they'd probably win it. As there's a bump, and that will be the first foul. Unintentional from the looks of things, and an apology there. Yes, both these teams wear black, so Sabalero having to put on the red pennies. There's actually quite a bit of color clash in this league. There's actually three teams wearing black uniforms. The two teams here, as well as Sasquatch FC. And then Montreal 67 are in white. And Les Elephants are occasionally in white as well. They're usually in orange. Or sometimes in orange and sometimes in white. And then also in orange is Verdansk. So there's always going to be some sort of a color clash, really. And here's Sabalero off the throw-in, looking to step inside now. LGQV all over them there. Look at how they clogged up the middle of the field. And that one hacked away. Here comes Sabalero, though. And the defender, a smart play. The goalkeeper was in communication with him and told him just to let it run. We've got the dusk slot on the schedule, I guess you can say. The game starting at about dusk, as there's a foul as he clipped the man as he was trying to send the ball. And that player hobbled slightly, but looks like he'll be able to walk that one off. Yeah, it starts, kind of in the evening, and then by the end of the game, we're fully in darkness here at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium, fully under the lights. And Sabalero, known as a team that likes to get a couple of fans out to the stadium as well. Always have some supporters with them, and those supporters were in full voice a couple of weeks ago when Sasquatch and Sabalero faced off. Two teams that are very familiar with one another. In fact, players from both of those teams made up a team last year called Montreal Penetrators that made a good run at it last season, eventually falling in the playoff semifinals. And then that team kind of split into Sabalero, who are on the pitch right now, and Sasquatch. And when those two teams faced off, for one, there were a lot of fans, supporters for both teams. But additionally, it was quite the match. A 2-1 decision for Sabalero, with the goal coming in the 85th minute. And quite the celebration for that one. Something of a derby, maybe you could call it. That one dinked forward with the left foot, a bit long. And the goalkeeper easily picks it up. Sabalero trying to build out from the back again, using their center backs as they always do. Ooh, that pass a bit short. And LGQV on their toes get it. A couple of players go to ground there, but the official lets them play on. And then he was in trouble there. Tried to make a couple of moves to dance his way out of it, but it's going to be an LGQV throw. LGQV actually the only team returning to the Premiership de Montreal from last season. As there's a great through ball. Would have been very well weighted if the defender hadn't been in that position. But yeah, they're the only team that's come back in with the branding that they had last year. There are a couple of other teams where there's a lot of similarities, and here comes Sabalero driving forward, trying to get onto his left, still going with it. The keeper's off his line, he gets it. As we said, Montreal Penetrators split up, so there's a couple of teams that are still kind of around with a couple of changes, but LGQV, the only team that is back fully from the 2020 summer season. And there's also Verdansk, who were the champions of the 2019 season, who are back. They took last season off, however. Player falls down there, but the referee says he fell down on his own. And it's going to be LGQV ball. LGQV, as we said, not off to a particularly great start this season, but things can still turn around, and we saw that with White Eagles, where they got off to just an awful start. Their only victory was via a forfeit, and I think they also got a point from a draw at some point in the season, but they've really turned it around now, changed up their playing style, and have been getting a couple of results, so it's not too late to start playing your best football and perhaps find yourself in the playoff mix, just like White Eagles have. Sabalero looking a bit disjointed going forward through the early goings of this match. And there's a bit of skill from LGQV as they poke it forward. Chipping it ahead now, cutting it back. Some good work down this near side. If it can open up for a shot, it'd be a real nice move here. There it is. It's blocked away by a center back who may well have saved a goal depending on the trajectory that one was taking. But a nice bit of combination play down the near side leads to a quality opportunity. And the first one we've really seen 10 minutes into this match. Also the first corner to be had coming up for LGQV. Left footer stepping up to take it. Only Only a few options for him in the box, sending it long. Awkward to control that one down, but he does, trying to cut it back around. Skip past the defender, now putting it through the middle. It's going to fall well here. There's the chance. He sliced it, and he's going to want that one back. The goalkeeper was out in no man's land, only scrambling back to his line. And if he'd gotten a good piece of that one, probably would have found the back of the net. Sabalero, this is the second time this season that I can recall they're having to wear the pennies. I think they had to wear them. Yes, they did have to wear them against Sasquatch, the other team that wears black. I think they had to wear yellow pennies in that one, but it's too bad because they have a very recognizable kit that they use. It looks a bit like River Plate's kit, if I'm honest, with a diagonal stripe across the chest. There's a foul, and this one's going to be brought back, but Sabalero is the nickname of an Argentine First Division team, CA Cologne. So I assume that the uniforms are carbon copies of that club's uniforms. And very recognizable, black with a red diagonal stripe. Left-footed ball over. It's a good one. He's pushed down. Half a penalty showed there at least, but the official says there's not enough there. Battling for it in the midfield now. And LGQV recycle possession. Couldn't really pick a leader in the possession battle thus far. I'd say it'd be 50-50 through the first handful of minutes here. Good turn of direction there. And here comes LGQV. They're looking dangerous going forward, but the center back picks it off well. Oh, but he's done a bit too much here and given it away. Not really any width, though, for LGQV. They could have really spread that ball into the space and had something going, but there's a mistake. A real opportunity here. Can't get the shot off. It's going to be a corner kick. Frantic defending at the back as he slid in to take the sting out of the shot. Maybe even got a piece of it. And it's out for a corner kick. It was wide open for him, though. The seas parted, and he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper from about the penalty spot in. And Sabalero, much too casual at the back, getting it away. Second corner already for LGQV. A team that we've said has had trouble generating chances at times this season. In swinging corner. Good one to rise onto. It's going to fall here. And he hesitated far too much. Wasn't going to get the shot off. That one would have had to have been on the half volley. And it just wasn't going to fall for him. And now here comes Sabalero looking to break forward. Couple of step overs. Too far out to try a shot. Good tackle put in to push them back. And then they're going to put possession all the way back. LGQV survives the counterattack. Good burst of pace. Couldn't really get the cross in. Now it's out of bounds. And looks like it's going to be... Not quite sure what the call is here, honestly. It's Sabalero ball of some sort. I think it's a corner kick. That is going to be a corner for Sabalero, their first of the match. And a player being told to put on shin pads there. There is the corner kick, looking towards the goal, right into the safe hands of the goalkeeper. rolls it out. Oh boy, that's a terrible giveaway. Here comes Sabalero now. Can they make him pay? But then it's a good tackle. His teammates bail him out, as that was some bad distribution that nearly wound up in his own net. That one put in, not really that dangerous. Not only was it a bad giveaway, it was by the goalkeeper himself, who was going to be way out of position. There's that press from Sabalero. LGQV lots of trouble breaking it down, but then they do spread it wide well. We'll see if that press can continue later on into the match as the legs get heavy, and there's a heavy collision. And it's going to be going back the other way. Nice ball over the top. Looking to drive through. Actually going to try a shot. Ooh, wasn't a bad opportunity. Goalkeeper was a bit far out and he was looking for the roof of the net. Again, they've rolled it and he's put his defender in a bit of trouble here, but he gets around it well with a good first touch. Line drive ball forward. Sabalero get it, trying the through ball, knocked out by a defender. And now LGQV get it right back. Game's been played predominantly in the midfield thus far. And wow, he was coming he was coming way far back from an offside position there. And that's a little intricacy in the rules that some players and some officials can get wrong sometimes. Coming back from an offside position, even if you come back into your own half, you're still offside. Because, of course, if you're in your own half, as that one just stays in play, or no, it did go out apparently. If you're in your own half, you can't be offside, but if you're coming back from an offside position, even if you're in your own half, if you were offside in your attacking half, in your opponent's half, you're still offside. And we saw that one right there. It doesn't happen a whole lot, and it's pretty rare. But this officiating crew right on it. Some pushing and shoving there. Official lets it go. Good battle. LGQV win it away. And then draw the foul. Both teams still feeling each other out. This one shaping up to be a bit more even than I was expecting. I was expecting Sabalero to really take it to LGQV. But the team in black has been hanging right with their opposition. Generated a couple of opportunities as well. And it's not like Sabalero has been all over them with all these quality chances. This one shaping up like it could go down to the wire. I'd be surprised if, and again he's called for coming back from an offside position. But I'd be surprised if either team built up a goal, a lead of 2 goals in this match. Really, when you see a game like this, you can say, you know, the first team to get a 2-goal lead is probably going to be the team to win it. As it's 2 teams very even. This one looking forward. Skips around there. Sabalero have it, looking to play it back. And then LGQV get out of it. Good movement off the ball as he was making that run. The defender slips in there. And now he's gone down under the challenge, holding his ankle. It's going to be an LGQV throw. player's actually off the field here, so the official can let them go if it's an injury, but he's just adjusting his shoe, so he's going to wait. And it sounds like actually there's going to be a substitution made.
Change for the team, Sabalero. With the number 6, Benjamin Salomon. Substitution to the number 4, Samuel Reyes.
Oh, he's wide open in the middle here. Getting it onto his left. Couldn't pull the trigger. It's still loose and then cleared away. That's an interesting one. Whenever there's a change, there's always the chance of there being some kind of confusion. And I think we may have seen it right there as there's a player in the middle who was wide open. And we see it in youth soccer a lot when there's, a change of 3 or 4 players at once. It's a real opportunity for the other team to make something happen as the new players coming on don't quite know what they're doing just yet. Player hops in front of the pass. And then it's hammered down the field. Well-timed run. Should be onside here. As he gathers the ball. He's got a couple of moves in his locker, showing them off here, trying a long drive. Wasn't a bad effort. Too far out, really, to trouble the goalkeeper, but it was dipping down in there. But it was safe hands for the goalkeeper, who sends it long, very long, way up the field there, and headed by an LGQV center back. That's one of those where it's the first drop kick of the game. You're never really sure how long the goalkeeper can send it, but LGQV was ready for it that time. You can hear the wind picking up just a bit in our stadium microphones. Throw-in coming up for LGQV. This one headed on. Here we go. From our angle, it looked like it was going to be a perfect header on. And the attacker had good position. But it actually was going out of play. Goal kick taken short. That player could have turned on the ball, but instead he sends it back as they're looking to break out. Now he does turn on the ball, and he's found a teammate out wide. Sabalero, really, you can tell they've put some effort into their breakouts, but they've given it away here. Nice ball forward with the outside of the foot, looking to cut inside. There's the drive. He was looking for the top corner, but he just pulls it over. But Sabalero not able to get out of it that time, not able to build from the back, and it nearly cost them. And that one goes from one goalkeeper all the way down to the other. 20 minutes left in the first half. Nothing to report just yet. Here comes Sabalero. Pass misses the mark, and LGQV looking to counter, sending it high down the field. Header from the defender, and a midfield right there to pick it up. Now they're looking to send it long. Bit of a high line that time from LGQV as he drops it right in there. Goalkeeper out. And calmly he's on the ball. That was a very well-placed ball forward. The line was quite high for LGQV. And I'm not quite sure what happened there as Sabalero looked content to let it roll out of play. LGQV throw. Nice one, trying to center the ball. Good play by that left back. He read it right off the foot. Hopped in front of the man he was marking and got on the ball, sending it right back where it came from. Ball forward, trying to turn on the Jets now. Some help arriving. Laying it off, there's a couple of good runs being made forward, but LGQV swarmed the ball and clear it away. You can see our cameras are having... Oh, bad giveaway there. You can see our cameras are having a bit of trouble just adjusting to dusk here. And the stadium lights should be coming on any moment now as LGQV have it. Great opportunity to try to shoot this one. He dribbles in. There's the drive, and it's a great goal. A thunderous shot into the top of the goal, and LGQV opened the scoring. No one interested in closing him down. Far too easy for him at the top of the box to dribble in. He could have taken 2 or 3 more touches even on the ball. There was so much time, and he made good use of that time by putting it right into the top corner. A nice goal for LGQV, who grabbed the lead. A bit of a surprise on the cards, maybe. And it's a good goal for them. As I said, they've had a lot of trouble finding the back of the net recently, and so that will be good for them as the ball forward is dealt with by the back line of LGQV.
Change for the team, Sabalero. With the number 30, Nicolas Gervais. Substitution to the number 78, Demos. And with the number 98, Agustin Santoni.
And a couple of changes being made by Sabalero. Good turn on the ball. Chipping it through, looking for a quick response here. Sabalero, it's right there for them. And it's a penalty. It was right across the face of goal. And now he's going to issue some supplementary discipline here in the form of a yellow card. But it was right across the face of goal. A good opportunity, and the man missed it because he was dragged back by a defender. And so in quick order here, in short order, Sabalero can respond from the spot. LGQV only took the lead in the 27th minute, and it looks like it'll be about the 31st when this penalty is finally taken. But as quickly as they got the lead, have LGQV squandered it here. Well taken penalty into the bottom corner, and just like that they've equalized.
Gol para el equipo Sabalero.
And their supporters like that one. He went for power more than placement and blasted it right past the keeper. So just like that, we're back on even terms. And what we say very early on, I would be surprised if either team built up a 2-goal lead in this match. And LGQV making a swap
Change for the
right after
team
conceding.
LGQV. With the number 8 substitution to the number 19, Samuel Desnarre. And with the number 9, substitution to the number 18, Juan Andrés Reyes.
So we're essentially right back where we started, a half hour into this one, and it's shaping up to be a pretty exciting match. What can Sabalero do now as there's that press again from them. LGQV breaks away from it. They haven't fallen victim to it just yet. But are there a few more twists and turns in the match? The match of the season thus far, it'd be a toss-up between Sabalero and Sasquatch with their 2-1 decision that we referenced earlier. And maybe White Eagles versus Montreal 67 as there's one play across the face of goal. Looks like Sabalero will survive this time as they knock it up the field. White Eagles and Montreal 67, it was a 3-0 lead by White Eagles. 67 pulled one back late in the first half, and then in the first 3 minutes of the second half, they tied it up. It was 3-3. And it was very exciting there for a couple of minutes, but then eventually White Eagles pulled away. The final score was 8-3. But this one looking like it'll be an interesting affair as well. Good opportunity to switch the balls. A man's gone down for Sabalero. They're going to play on as LGQV have a chance, but now Sabalero take possession, and it's out of play. And they can attend to the player who's down on all fours. Looks like he may actually have a cut up high there. And it's going to be a drop ball in Sabalero's favor. Their player, as we said, left the pitch. Not sure if he made it back out there or if they're a band short for the time being. They haven't made a sub. Here comes LGQV. Bit too far out to try a shot. And the pass was a bounce pass and it missed the intended target. Sabalero running at the defense now. High line if they can drop something in there, but they give it away momentarily. And a good switch of possession. That one across. Headed on. Oh, he's trying the bicycle kick. Wasn't too far away. If the goalkeeper was off his line, it may have just looped in, but he was waiting for it. 3 headers in a row there. And a foul is signaled against LGQV, but not a bad effort with the overhead kick. Goalkeeper was well positioned to take it, though. So the player who went off has now been taken off officially in favor of the player who just ran on. And now an indirect free, well, I guess it's a direct free kick, but he'll definitely be looking to find a teammate. Man goes down. Now that one on goal, parried around by the keeper. And a corner coming up for Sabalero, who now all of a sudden have a spring in their step. Low driven in there. And it was a good opportunity, as you saw. A low-driven shot like that shouldn't make it past the defender at the first post. That time it did, and you saw what a good opportunity it was. Looked like the man was falling down as he tried to get his foot on it, and he was off balance and couldn't get it on goal. But as we said, Sabalero looking dangerous here to end the first half. Can either team grab the lead before we head in for the break? This one looking down the line. Well-weighted ball. They bump for it. Clean play according to the official. This one sprayed across. It was nice if someone could have run onto that one, but the ball maybe just a second later. The run's a second too early. This one really turning into a back-and-forth affair. Two players not in communication that time, but works out for the back line as they got up the field one way or another. Good run being made on this near side. Still there for them, and they're going to use it. Trying to work away. Looking for some kind of movement off the ball here. Playing it up the line. Left-footed ball. Knocked aside, and they'll try it with the throw. And then it's poked up the field. Awkward height for that defender who avoids getting in the face. Just kind of dove back. Now a man falls down on the ball. Referee lets him keep playing. Here comes LGQV. Oh, that one catch a hand. I was about to say, it would have been harsh to call a handball there. It looked like ball to hand, but if the hand was in an unnatural position, a handball is the correct call, and that's what we've got right here. So what can LGQV do with this free kick? Far too far out to try a shot. Just going to put it over. Nodded on. Didn't do too badly with it considering the angle it was coming in, but if it was going towards the goal, I think the keeper would have been able to deal with it. About 5 minutes from the halftime break. It's been an entertaining first half. LGQV took the lead about 27 minutes in with a long shot into the top of the goal, and then Sabalero responded in quick succession from the penalty spot. And really can't pick a winner in this one. LGQV playing one of the strongest matches I've seen them play over the past 2 years, especially considering the opposition. A couple of nervy moments at the back for them, but also going forward, they've generated some opportunities. That one scooped through, just not on the same page that time were the attackers. Long ball, nice control at the chest, but Sabalero slip in there to get it. Good turn on the ball in the midfield. Being given a lot of time in the midfield, and they put it out wide. Now a hard foul there, or no foul according to the official. And no foul there either. He's really letting them play, and it's going to be a throw-in for the team in the red pennies. LGQV were able to get possession back and beating a couple of players on the dribble here, and that's a nice ball up the field to run onto. He's going to get onto the ball. Here's a real opportunity. There's the shot. It's a nice save from the goalkeeper. Still there, and he's able to gather it. A good quick counter-attack from LGQV, and it was a hard shot. Forced the goalkeeper into a sprawling save. Bit of an odd one off of his hand as it went right up in the air and almost behind him, but he was able to pop back up quickly to get back on, and here comes LGQV looking to test him once more. But it's a vital challenge. And then he's going to get them for the foul. Well-trained goalkeeping, though, after the save. Popped right back up as the ball was still there. And the player getting forward a bit too enthusiastic for the officials' liking. Couple of moves, one move too many. It'll be possession with LGQV as we approach the halftime break. Left-footed ball up the field, connecting well with the offense here. And he was trying to just go for a heavy touch around the defender, but the defender got the foot in. And we're about 1 minute from the halftime break, taking the throw in himself. Trying to get it to the top of the box for one last chance here. Moving on the dribble. Putting it across. It's loose there, top of the box. Blocked away, swing and a miss. And then Sabalero get possession and are able to move it away. And can they counter? No, the ball just a second too early. If he'd taken a touch and then sent a hard ball through, they would have been off to the races. LGQV stepping inside now. On his right foot, being forced away, too far away to try a shot, so he elects to keep possession as time ticks down in the first half. Good spot to cross this ball. No, instead he cuts it back. There's the cross going in, headed on. That one missed by quite a bit, but good job trying to just direct that one on goal. Not much more he could have done with a ball like that, as it was high and hard. Not really any opportunity to control it. And that will do it for the opening 45. 1-1, an interesting game between Sabalero and LGQV. We're back for the second half now in a dead-even game between Sabalero and LGQV. Graham Naismith with you on the commentary. Sabalero are in red, moving from right to left on your screen. LGQV in all black, going the opposite direction. And it was LGQV who opened the scoring in this one with a long shot that beat the Sabalero goalkeeper. But Sabalero responded shortly after from the penalty spot. And that's how we get to 1-1. We'll see if it stays that way or if either team are able to break through. As we said early on, in a game like this, the first team to get a 2-goal lead is generally the one that will come out on top. And Sabalero a bit reckless going to ground there. LGQV loft it forward. Goalkeeper running off his line, and actually he wisely lets it go out for a goal kick. LGQV really looking for full points from this one. As we said, tough start to the season for them. And in a game like this, where they're very much right there, excuse me, they'll want the full 3 points. And that one, not sure what happened there. The Sabalero player kicked it way up in the air, even though it was their ball. And his teammate then going to fetch it as it went into the stands. Maybe he thought it was actually not going to be his team's ball. Interesting one there. And there is Sabalero moving through, slicing through even, but then the ball's a bit heavy. And the defender very aware. Out for a goal kick. And then a foul there for something. Played quickly by LGQV. And another foul against the team in red. Now a player shoved down. One booking in this match so far went to LGQV, and it's going to be another booking here to Sabalero. Now LGQV from the dead ball. High in the air, goalkeeper out. Didn't get all of it, but he'll get the goal kick as it hit off the head of the Sabalero player who was moving, or of the LGQV player rather, who was moving forward. And there you can see just off at the top right of your screen, the sun's starting to set here. in Montreal. Always some interesting colors over the stadium on a clear night like this. And we'll be under the lights shortly. What can Sabalero do from the dead ball now? You almost wonder if maybe from this position they'd just rather keep possession. And that's what they're going to do. Instead of sending it long, they play it short and looking to dribble past. Defender's got body position here, though. And is it a foul? Or it looks like it's going to be a foul. As there was some pushing and shoving there as the defender slipped in. Now, interestingly, there was that one player playing on the left there, number 11 for LGQV. At the end of the first half, looked like he was holding his hand. He had his hand heavily taped, and it looked like it was really bothering him at the end of the first half. Looks like he's not back out there for the second half, at least not that I can see. So a sub made at the half for LGQV. Ooh, that would have been a really nice through ball. Trying another one, easily handled by the keeper, but that one would have been really well through, but a defender cut it out. There you can see, or well, you can't see it, but you can hear the wind really picking up. And I think it's to Sabalero's back. Is that goal, or is that drop kick well up the field? And then a foul signaled, so Sabalero with a good chance here to put something in for a couple of headers. Referee making sure there's not too much pushing and shoving in the box as Sabalero have quite a number of players committed forward. Lots of defenders as well. Very busy penalty area. As it's put in, didn't clear the first defender. And it bounces out. LGQV can get it further away, but they're not able to. As Sabalero creates the turnover. On his right, putting that one towards the back post. No one really home. And the goalkeeper chases it out of bounds. Scooped over. Nice control on the ball as he's manages to keep running forward. Didn't even break stride. But Sabalero swarm. And their defense has looked really good at times this season. Yeah, if they can really tighten it up at the back, it will be a very long day indeed for LGQV. Looking for the long direct route here. And a throw in to be taken for LGQV, or excuse me, no, for Sabalero in an advanced position. Or actually, no, the throw-in was a bit further back there. And a Sabalero player was slow to get up. The ball actually hit him as he was getting up. And we play on. And now, coming together in front of the goal, and the official quick to step in and intervene. And it looks like nothing much came of that, and then the ball's cleared out of play. Left-footed ball in there. No one really home. Looks like it's in the safe hands of the goalkeeper. Again, sending it long quickly. Couldn't get over the heads of the defenders, but now some space to run into for Sabalero. Playing it down the line. Did he check his run? Looks like he did. Now he's held back. Clear foul. Should be a booking. And it's going to be a free kick. A good position to whip in across. As the player looked to be away and then was dragged back. No booking to be had from the looks of things. That looked pretty intentional, though, to these eyes. There's a low free kick off the wall, and they'll have a corner to defend now. Will LGQV. Right footer to take. Quite a few players advanced for Sabalero. Cross coming in. No one able to rise to meet it. They get it back here, though. There's a shot, but it sails wide of the goal. Also quite a bit over. Wover, as they call it, wide and over. And both teams still looking to break this deadlock. Sabalero, their press hasn't quite been working for them today, as we've seen it work in other matches, but they're going to throw a couple of players up here. LGQV doing a nice job playing the ball to feet. But if there's just one mistake, Sabalero could be away. Ooh, like that. And it's the player who is pressing forward just sliding in, giving them something to think about. And they've broken through now. Can LGQV attack with pace? This is a really nice move from LGQV. They're going to keep it going to the far side. Good ball movement here as they look to cut in, and then it's a frivolous pass that puts it away. No need to rush that one. But LGQV really enjoying some good possession there. And now they'll gain yards slowly as they inch it up the field with throw-ins. Crossed in, rising to meet it there. Is it going to open up for a shot? There it is! It's a goal! LGQV regain the lead. Not dealt with well by the defense. And it's hammered into the goal. Well-placed shot from the top of the box. Quite similar to their first goal, really, you must say. A ball that falls for them in a central position at the top of the box. They make no mistake. They've taken advantage of their chances, haven't they, LGQV? And they retake the lead. Remember, Sabalero responded very, very quickly after conceding in the first half. Can they respond quickly here? They've got the ball in an attacking position. Crossing it in. Knocked away by a defender, and now can LGQV counter? Poking it past. He's going on it himself here, but a defender moves over and kicks it out of play, allowing for some of his teammates to regain their position. LGQV will be feeling good, though. They're in the lead in a close game, something that they haven't been able to say too much this season. Left-footed cross, they'll have a corner. LGQV still committing a lot of players forward. Crossed in, goalkeeper showing off all of his height, gets the ball. And now the attacker jostling the goalkeeper. Now LGQV earlier in the year, it was a very similar situation where they took a 2-1 lead over Montreal 67. And then they really started dropping off. They started playing very defensively, trying to protect their 1-goal lead, and it eventually cost them as Montreal 67 tied it up from the penalty spot, and that one ended 2-2. So we'll see if LGQV have learned from their mistake in that one, and if they try to keep going. Looks like the referee's talking with his assistant here.
Yellow card for the team Sabalero. Captain for the team with number 1, Eduardo Pali.
And a yellow card issued to Sabalero for that hole coming together. And shouts for handball, and the referee agrees.
Change for the team LGQV with the number 19, Samuel Leclerc. Substitution to the number 9, Joseph. And another change with the number 19, substitution to the number 98.
So both teams getting a change in here midway through the second half. Or not quite midway through the second half, we should say.
Number 27, Alexis Dudon. Alexis Dudon with the number 27 is changing with the number 3, Declan Rankin.
So now we're able to get this free kick away here. Is he going to try a shot? He is, but it's blazed well over and all the way out of play. Sabalero regaining possession, but they give it right away. LGQV turning with it. Looking for some help as he dribbles towards the middle. Sabalero not quite looking their calm selves on the ball. Usually content to keep possession, but now they really seem to be looking to move it forward. Still a lot of time left in this game. And the defender sends the forward to the ground. Nothing there, though, as he was just battling for position. This one through the middle. Referee plays the advantage as he's running at the defense. Given away here. LGQV a shot right at the goalkeeper who closes the legs. Still danger. Sprayed across. Ooh, my goodness. It looked like he was putting it right towards his own goal. But instead he puts it up for a corner. And Sabalero had to really white knuckle that one.
Substitution to number 78, Thomas Rodriguez.
Cross put in, goalkeeper right under it. Comfortable height for him. And he boots it all the way down the pitch. And now flagging frantically there. The assistant referee saw something he didn't like. So they're going to set up a free kick from just shy of 40 yards away. Last one from this range was a driven shot. 3 men in the wall. Something off the training ground here maybe as they play it short. Trying to smash it in there. It's blocked by a defender. Now this one skips up. And it's further cleared by LGQV. And this game really coming to life here. The passion of both teams coming through as we're going to be coming down to the wire shortly. On his left, putting it towards the goal. Off the crossbar. Rebound opportunity hammered well over and out of play. Oof, that left-footed try came out of nowhere. And it dipped down over the goalkeeper, squarely off of the bar. And then lack of composure from LGQV as they thrash the rebound over. Ball missed by a defender, but the center back's there to bail him out. Good tackle from LGQV, showing some good energy here. Oh, some nice one-touch work as well. That ball into the feet, and the player takes a tumble. And then a stomp there. Those always painful and a bit scary when you see a foot coming down like that. But it looks like the player's just hobbled and will be able to continue.
Change for the team, Sabalero, with the number 18, Sergio Henao. Substitution to number 13, the captain, Michael Zimmerman.
So a swap being made there. Long ball up the field. They bump for it. Here comes Sabalero. Looking onto his right. He's taken down. Penalty given. Penalty for Sabalero. And will they be able to tie it up here? The player just inserted, by the way, is the leader of this team, Michael Zimmerman. So the manager takes things into his own hands and inserts himself, but he won't be the one taking this penalty. They scored one earlier in the game. And can they do it again? Big moment in the match here. He looks to tie it up from the spot, and he does just that. He went to the exact same side, the exact same spot, and he's equaled it up for the second time this evening. So once again, we're tied. Once again, Sabalero battle back. And there's still some time in this match, still 18 minutes for the tables to turn once more. Well, the field keeper out, slides to receive it. Headed on, running onto it here. He's got a step, but the defender puts the foot in. And it's going to be a corner kick for Sabalero. Right footer to take this one. Put in there. And right across the face of goal. No one rising onto it. It'll be a goal kick. There on the side we can see Verdansk warming up. In their recognizable orange kits, and I believe they'll be playing Montreal 67. In the late game. We are now firmly under the lights at Percival Molson Memorial Stadium as the sun has set. But this one, not quite over yet. At this point in the match, it comes down to who still has the stamina, who still has enough left in the tank to keep going and break through for that game winner, or to hang on with some last-ditch defending. Sabalero, the younger team, perhaps favored. Both teams with about the same number of subs. That's not an advantage to one side or the other. Ball put forward. Is he onside? He is. Good run being made to the top of the box. That's where they were looking, but they couldn't cut it back quite hard enough. That player with the white socks was really bombing it forward, was in a good position. He's in another good position now. This one across for the header. Goalkeeper punches hard. And he punches the man. He had the right to the ball, but the player going for it really paid the price there. Thankfully, it looks like he's sitting up. So it was a hard hit and a hard fall. He's back to his feet now. Going to take some water and then regroup himself. Not sure whose ball it is, actually. I believe it's going to be a drop ball. And Sabalero is going to get possession back. The right call, I think, with 50 minutes to go in this match. There's a high one, looking right back in there. Defender this time heads it away. They chase it to the sidelines, and Sabalero will have the throw-in.
Change for the team LGQV with the number 2. That is substitution to the number 11, Charles Lamoret.
So a change at fullback. And they'll try it again with a throw-in close to the byline. Nice turn on the ball. Showing off the pirouette and then playing it up the pitch. Oof. The player goes down heavily, but the official isn't buying it. To the far side. Poking it through. One more pass could really open them up, but they're offside at some point in that build-up. Ooh, and that pass a bit too soft. Here comes Sabalero. Got a couple of shooters on their team. Getting it in there, but the goalkeeper saw it all the way and makes the easy stop. LGQV just not able to keep that one in bounds. No real support being offered to him there. As he dribbles it towards the middle. Nowhere to go. LGQV, have they won it back? They have. Playing it across. Is he onside? Doesn't really matter. As they play it to the top of the box, a long shot. Goalkeeper saw it all the way, but he stumbles down just to poke it aside. Still on it here, LGQV. Cutting it through the middle. No one home. Sabalero really dropping back now into defense. Long ball in there. It's into the goal and the flag stays down.
Goal for the team LGQV. This marks goal number 3.
Would you believe it? A stunning goal. It was certainly looked like it was supposed to be a cross, but it ends up finding the postage stamp in the top of the goal. It's 3-2. What a game this is. Sabalero will have to respond once more. They're really on the ropes, though. Only 12 minutes to go. LGQV, 3 goals in a match. That's the most they've scored in quite some time. And now a free kick coming up for Sabalero as the player blasts it into the stands. Set up exactly on the 35-yard line. Quite a few players being committed forward here for Sabalero, who have the flair for the dramatic. We saw them with a late game-winning goal against Sasquatch. They have a tying goal here. That one put in, couple of players fall, and it was not even touched on its way through. Now LGQV will be taking their time with things. Still 10 minutes to go in this one, though. That one skipped forward, taken by Sabalero. And the pass is off the mark. LGQV still showing some interest in getting forward here. And that should be some sort of an obstruction call. They play it quickly. LGQV still going here. There's the shot blocked. And then put high in the air. Trying to settle under it. Nice control on that ball. Onto his left. Playing it back through the middle. Just missed the intended target. And Sabalero get it back. Playing it long up the field. It's going to drop. And LGQV doing anything they can to knock that one away. He knocked it away with his thigh. This one over the head of the defender. And the goalkeeper gathers. This is one thing where it's very interesting. Having the clock at the far end of the stadium. Every team, every player out there knows exactly what the situation is. Exactly how much time's left. None of this guesswork or asking the official. They know exactly how much time is left and that they really have to pour it on. Eight minutes to go as a throw gets directed in towards the box, bouncing up there. And a defender was composed to put it back up the field. Good touch on the ball there. Cutting inside and exploding away. Here comes LGQV. Some reinforcements arriving. Real nice run being made here down the right. Couldn't release the balls. He's still going, trying to dribble through. Eventually a tackle's put in to take it away from him. Up the field from Sabalero, picked off by LGQV. This one bouncing around. LGQV trying to get it back under, but Sabalero have it. Punted up the field. Is it going to fall here? Dropping off on his left. Pulled it wide. But the long ball almost worked out there. And you can really hear the wind swirling. That could maybe cause some trouble for a defender trying to settle under a high, long ball. And it just creates that moment of indecision where Sabalero, needing that tying goal, can pounce. They're on it here, trying to get forward. There's a left-footed shot blocked away. Calls for a handball. It is a handball, but it's against LGQV. So how about this? A free kick in a very dangerous position. Sabalero have scored off of 2 penalties thus far. This one a free kick from maybe 20 yards out. A couple of players will want to try their luck at this one. Looks to be just over 20 yards out. You wonder how many players they'll put in this wall. I could see 5, maybe even 6. Everyone knows what they're going to try to do with it. They're going to try a direct shot. No need to get fancy here. Maybe even worth putting a player on the post. That's what they're thinking about doing here, I think, LGQV. Actually, they're going to put a player on both posts. The referee hasn't blown his whistle yet. Alright, I didn't hear him blow his whistle. That one hit something on its way through anyways. It's going to be a corner kick. Usually in a situation like that, you need the referee to blow the whistle to signal him to start his run-up. But anyways, it's going to be a corner here for Sabalero. Not as many players committed forward as I thought they'd have. This one going long. Headed back in there. It's dangerous. Great stop from the goalkeeper. Still loose. Frantic action. I believe it. It somehow went out of bounds. A great reaction save from the goalkeeper off of that second chance opportunity. Still danger here from the corner. Another ball floated in. This one beyond everyone. Controlling it, trying to get onto his right. And now LGQV break away with it. 4 players committed into this counter-attack as they play it through. Good width to this counter. Couple of players waiting at the top of the box. That's where they're going with it. Letting it run. But then a defender hops back to get it. Good slide tackle. And it should be Sabalero ball. Here it is. 5 minutes to go. Frantic end to this game. This one forward for Sabalero. LGQV get it, and they just kick it into one another. Sabalero slicing it up the field. Whoa. Foul signal. It's going to be a free kick for Sabalero. May as well get everyone up here. Everyone back defending for LGQV. Here comes the cross. High one in there. A bit beyond everyone as well. Put back in, but no, it's out of bounds. And that's saved from the LGQV goalkeeper, looming large, as it was the second ball in. It was a ball over, headed back across, and a great reaction save as he stuck the fist up. Three minutes to go. One or two more good attacks for Sabalero as they try to tie it. Candidate for a game of the season here, you'd have to think. Sabalero still looking for their equalizer, but it was LGQV who pulled ahead 3 times. And here comes Sabalero, cutting around. Good slide tackle put in. Goalkeeper off his line. And then it's out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick. LGQV pulled ahead 3 times. Sabalero pulled even twice. And they're looking to make it 3 here. But have they run out of time? They're on the end of this goal kick. That one headed out of play, and LGQV certainly going to take their time getting this one back in play. Trying to cut it in, but they're content to keep possession there as they get to the top. One-time shot well over. And kick back towards the stands as the time keeps ticking down. There won't be much added time here. This is just a goal kick long and then get everyone up the pitch. LGQV really dropping off. There's that long ball up the field. And it's too long all the way through to the goalkeeper. And there was some pushing and shoving, so it's actually going to be a free kick at the top of the box for LGQV. How much added time will be added on here? LGQV playing it short. Maybe living a bit dangerously instead, just clearing it up the field, but they do get it up. As more precious seconds tick off. And it's a corner kick. LGQV can kill it off right here. They play it short, trying to keep it in that corner. Actually, they were offside somehow. So Sabalero get it back. They'll just have to punt it up the pitch. Moving it down the line. A couple of players forward. Just last-ditch defending. They bank it off. And it remains with Sabalero. Putting it across. One last chance for them. 1v1 here, trying to get outside. Defender stays right with him. Not giving an inch. Poking it across weakly, and it's cleared away. Good defending there right at the last. And LGQV survive. What a game that was. A 3-2 victory for LGQV. But a large, hard press put on by Sabalero. One of the games of the season, no doubt. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.